Chindgren.
Hello and welcome. Have you enjoyed the show so far? What a beautiful day. Hey, not only are we going to see birds like this green-winged macaw, but we're going to see a variety of birds. And what we think you'll enjoy about our show is that it's free flight. We began the show with the red-tailed hawk, which is North America's most common large hawk, followed by a Harris hawk that did a beautiful flight from way up on the hill. Now, you won't see Harris hawks here. Usually they come from warmer climates. And then that falcon was diving at that lure that was swinging, an African lantern falcon. It's very similar to the peregrine falcon of North America. We saw a blue and yellow macaw that opened our sign, a flock of white homing pigeons, and of course our green-winged macaw, just to get things started. Well, right now let's send our macaw back in with Nick. And again, we're going to have you turn your attention to that box. It's way up on the top of the hill on that pole. You see a red flag atop the pole. As you see, we've already released a couple of birds from way up there. But we're going to release another one right now. So I have you turn your attention to that box. Way up high, here comes a Harris hawk. And it's airborne. Beautiful, look at that. I mentioned that Harris hawks don't live in Utah. They come from places like New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, even Mexico. Warmer climates. Interesting hawks, extremely social. These birds like to hunt together in groups. Now, most hawks are solitary birds that keep to themselves. But not Harris hawks. Sometimes 5 or 6 of them will go hunting. You know, this shows a lot of intelligence to work together like that, because it always works better when you work together. The Harris hawk. All right. Our next bird, it's a bird that I grew up calling a sparrowhawk, but it's really not a hawk at all. It's a falcon. The proper name, the American kestrel. If you look right up on that dead snag, you'll see it. A beautiful little bird. Now, you can see them every day if you learn to watch them. They often hover next to the roadsides. They like to hunt near the roadside. You'll see them hovering in midair. You ever see one of those birds hovering there, wonder what it was? An American kestrel. Coming down to have a close look at everybody, and we'll get it right up here. Right here, guys, looking at everybody. Look at it. Just a beautiful little falcon, and one of the few birds of prey that will accept a nest box if you pull one out. You know they prefer to nest in an abandoned woodpecker hole or a natural cavity in a tree. The American kestrel. Very good. Our next bird is from South America. It is a yellow-naped Amazon parrot named Poco. Well, Poco can mimic all kinds of sounds, including the sound of the human voice. But we don't want you to run out and buy a parrot thinking all parrots will talk like Poco. We've spent years teaching him this routine, and if you buy a parrot, well, there's a chance it may never talk. But you want to remember that parrots live a long time, and parrots can be very loud. A couple things to consider before buying one. Poco, how about saying hello, Poco?
Hello, Poco.
Again.
Hello, Poco.
Very good. How about some animal sounds? Can you bark like a dog? Do you think you could crow like a rooster? All right. Let's give him a tougher one. What does a cat say?
Meow.
Smart bird. We're going to have to make this more difficult. Let's see if we can figure out an animal that he won't know. Any suggestions? Lion? No. Let's try something harder than that. I got it. Bugs Bunny. Poco, take a look at our audience out here. What do you think? Yeah, nice looking group. And I don't say this to all my birds, Poco, but I love you.
I don't play well.
What?
I don't play well.
How rude. How about whistling us a tune? How about I Left My Heart in San Francisco? That would be the condensed version. Now here's one you've all heard. This old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb with it. How about, how much is that doggy in the window? How much? How much? How much? Very good. And now, Poco, your favorite, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. You ready? I left my heart. Well, that was pretty good, but you left out the sand in San Francisco. Would you try it one more time for us? I left sand. Sand. Never mind. Poco, are you a pretty bird? Louder? Yes, you are, and I love the way he answers our next question with a question. Poco, what you doing? Let's see if Poco has a favorite color. What do you think it might be? Green. I think it's Poco. They think it's green.
My favorite color.
Well, you're right. But tell you what, let's give him a color test and find out for sure. Poco, what do you think of white? How about orange? Yellow? Green?
My favorite color.
Green. Poco, you were wonderful. Would you tell everybody out there goodbye? Say goodbye to everyone. Say goodbye.
Bye, bye, bye.
That's our Yellow Name Amazon Fred Poco. All right. Well, animal shows are a lot of fun. But if you think about it, the very best animal shows, they actually occur out in nature every day. It's just not very often that we get the chance to see them. Well, that's what makes a show like this so much fun. We get to see things we don't always get a chance to see. For example. Thank you. Well, right now, if you look up here, you'll see an owl sitting in the box. We're going to get our owl to come swooping down here. I want you to notice how quiet the owl flies. It'll hardly make a sound. Owls' feathers are designed for silent flight, and as they fly, they use their keen sense of hearing to help them hunt. It wouldn't do them any good to be listening if their wings made a lot of noise, so important that they have that silent flight. If their wings made a lot of noise, they just hear wings flapping. Not to mention, whatever the owl is after won't hear the owl's approach with that silent approach. He's getting ready and about ready to come on down here. The great horned owl, here he comes. Ready, set, on your marks. 1, 2, 3, go. Here he comes. Wow. We'll send him across to the other side and bring him back here again to demonstrate that silent flight. We'll send him over again. And one more time. Oh, you're doing so good, we'll do it again. The great horned owl. You know, hawks and owls have always been a favorite of mine. Not only are these birds beautiful, but they're beneficial. If we didn't have them, you know what would happen to our world? We would be overrun with rats and mice. So it's important that we have hawks and owls to help control all those pesky rodents. What is it? Everybody loves our owl. Listen to the people going crazy. What? Rats, yeah. They ate a lot of them, that's what I said. Oh, I get it. They want to know why the owl can look behind him. He has more vertebrae in his neck and he can turn his head further. Very good, okay. Let's send our owl back inside. And we're going to need some volunteers who'd like to help out with our show. We're looking for a guy and we're looking for a girl who'd like to be a part of our bird show today. Oh, this is a tough one. We're going to take this young lady right here. And we're looking for a young man now. And who is our young man going to be? Oh, this is so tough. We're looking for just the right guy. And we're going to take this young man right here in the red. Come on out. Let's have our young man come stand right over here for us. You stand right there for us. Have our young lady come stand right here for us. And then I want you to look out there, find someone you know in the audience, give them a big smile, and give them the biggest wave you got. Big wave. There you go. Let's find out who our volunteers are today. Starting off with this young man. Tell us your first name.
Jacob.
Jacob, where are you from, Jacob?
Brookings.
From where?
Brookings.
Brookings? Where's Brookings? Is that what I said right? Brookings. Where's Brookings? Is that in Utah? No, where is that? No. He's from Brookings. Brookings, Mars? No, okay. Brookings in the United States. No. I give up. Okay. Do you have a favorite animal here at the zoo?
Ape.
The apes. You like the apes? They are impressive animals, aren't they? Oh, boy. Can you hold out your hand for us? Other hand. Like this? This hand. Hold it out like this. I'm going to give you some treats in it. Hold it up nice and high. We're going to have a white rock that will land right here on your hand, Jacob. And let's take your first name is?
Gabby.
Gabby? Gabby. What a cute name, Gabby. Where are you from?
Park City.
Gabby is from Park City, Utah. And Gabby, are you having a good time at the zoo?
Yeah.
You have a favorite animal at the zoo, Gabby?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Giraffe.
The giraffe. Oh, they're so graceful and beautiful, aren't they? Gabby, hold out your hand for us. Gonna give you some treats right there. Keep it right up there. Get ready, get set. Here come our trained rock doves to Jacob and to Gabby. All right, there you have another Kodak moment right here in Utah's Overwood. Good job. You know, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Medical, for making this year's performance of the World of Live Bird Show possible. This makes it our 9th season. Gabby, you were wonderful. Can you give me 5? Atta girl. Jacob, send that bird back inside. Can you do that? Oh, you're a natural trainer. Give me 5, Jacob. Give him a big round of applause. Hey, head back to your seats. Head on back to your seats, kids. Good job. Our next bird is from Australia. It is a sulphur-crested cockatoo named Sydney. Right out front, Sydney, you can do it. Wow, look at that crest. Hey, Sydney, I've heard that many species of birds and animals are disappearing. Is that true? That's true. Well, that's sad. It must be because all the predators are eating them up. No, it's not the predators? Well, who's causing it? Who? Who? Me? You mean humans? I see. So it wouldn't do any good to get rid of the predators? No. How about if all of us humans took better care of our world and practice conservation? Good advice. Let's all do that, everybody. Good advice. Sydney, we've got exciting birds coming up. Need you to go back inside for us. You won't go back inside. What, you think you're the only exciting bird in the whole show? Sydney, look. Sydney, our next bird is a golden eagle. Sydney, our sulphur-crested cockatoo. Well, Nick is bringing out our golden eagle, and you can see that the eagle is wearing a hood to cover its head. Well, this keeps it from getting frightened. You see, they say the eyesight of an eagle is 9 times better than ours. The hood is a tool that's been used for centuries, training birds of prey for an ancient hunting sport called falconry. Well, before they invented guns, that's primarily how people used to hunt, it with hawks, falcons, even eagles. Well, we don't hunt with the eagle, but we do use the hood to manage it. But right now, we're going to remove the hood so you can meet this beautiful bird that gets its name from the golden-colored feathers on the back of the neck. They're found throughout the world, but in North America, they're only found in the West. That means we have them right here in Utah. I see them flying over the zoo almost every week. The wingspan of a golden eagle can stretch 6 feet. When they fold up their wings and dive, they've been clocking speeds of 120 miles an hour. We have them all over Utah. Now, this bird is 24 years old. They can live to be 40. So watch for them, not only in Utah, but all over the West. With a 6-foot wingspan, pretty easy to spot a golden eagle. Well, our next bird is another bird of the West. A bird that was first written about in the journals of Lewis and Clark, who found it to be a mischievous bird that would often get into their camp goods when they left camp unattended. We take it for granted in the West because it's so common. The bird I'm talking about, well, it's a very intelligent bird and a strikingly beautiful bird. The black-billed magpie. Related to the crow and the raven, why, this group of birds, probably North America's most intelligent group of birds. Often magpies will find an eagle that has a kill, and a whole group of them will work together to surround the eagle. They'll try to distract the eagle, and so each can take turns getting food. They'll sneak. Now you can see he's not afraid of the eagle at all. The magpie is a very brave bird. In fact, I've seen magpies come up behind an eagle that's feeding and actually pull on the eagle's tail. Well, the eagle only takes so much of that, and then the eagle will chase the magpie off. That's exactly what the magpie wants the eagle to do, because when he leaves the kill, all of his friends come in and eat as fast as they can until the eagle returns. But the magpie is too quick and clever to be caught. Right now, we're going to carefully put the hood back on our eagle. We're going to be needing another volunteer, this time an adult volunteer with a $5 bill. Right up here, very good. All right, we have a volunteer with a $5 bill. Get out that $5 bill, and we'll have you open it up all the way. Then I'll have you place it in your right hand, between your thumb and your index finger. Hold it straight out the side, just like I'm showing you. Just like this. That's a 0. What we got there, 20? A 50. My kind of volunteer. Okay, he's holding out a $50 bill. Here comes our raven, Jerry, related to the magpie that a raven is. And a raven is very similar to a crow, but much larger than a crow. Crow only about half the size of a raven. Jerry, where are you at? We're waiting on Jerry. Here you are, Jerry. Take a look, $50 out there. What do you do with all those numbers? $50 bills. You know, I don't know, but my day just got a lot better. Did you have fun? Good, have a seat, okay. Anybody else with a 50 out there? Hey, would you like your $50 back? Okay, tell you what, stand up. We're going to show you how we train our birds. When they do the right behavior, we reward them. It's called positive reinforcement. Hold out your arm. I'll show you how it works. Like, hold out both arms. There you go. See, now, for $50, you flap really hard. You fly over here. I'll give it to you. Hold out just your right arm, palm up. He's going to land on your arm. He's going to put it in your hand. When he does, close your hand on the bill. You'll have it back. Well, thank you so much for being a good sport. Appreciate that. All right. All too often, Jerry and I see something that really upsets us. We see people littering. You know what? Litter's pollution. We don't need it. I'm tired of seeing pollution, and we can all take care of our own litter. Oh, he's making sure you stay behind the railing. Jerry says, behind the railing, everybody. Behind the railing, he says. Oh, Jerry found a... Don't touch him, because he tends to... Give me that, Jerry. Okay, we'll send that off into the back. Okay, Jerry, come on over here. What do we do when we see litter out here? Show everyone where litter belongs, Jerry. We'd like you to do the same. Keep America beautiful. Pitch in. Put litter in its proper place. Okay. Well, right now, Jerry, we need you to ring that bell for us nice and loud. He's a ringing fool, isn't he? Look at him. When he rings that bell, that's a signal for all the pigeons that flew off earlier. Well, I saw them circling. It's time for them to come on back in. And look, here they are. And they're going back to school. How do they all fit into that schoolhouse? Well, it must be magic, that's all I can say. How about that? All right. Well, our next bird is a barn owl. The barn owl, to demonstrate the barn owl, we're going to use this clicking device to show how the barn owl uses its keen hearing to help it hunt. We're going to hide it right over here. Now, scientists have proven that a barn owl can locate a mouse by sound alone. Okay, we've got that hidden over there. I'll move over here so I don't give it away, and we'll bring the owl out right to that center log. Now, the barn owl, a beautiful bird. You can see that white heart-shaped face. That's what directs the sound into their ears. We learned that from the great horned owl. And again, silent flight. Almost all owls have that silent flight so they can use their hearing. He went right to it. No problem finding that at all. If that had been a mouse, it had gone right for it. Look at the beautiful color of this bird. Don't see that very often because they're nocturnal, only out at night. Let's hide our clicker this time way over here. We'll hide it right there. Now, as the name suggests, the barn owl likes to nest in abandoned buildings, often in barns, but they'll also nest in a hollow tree if the tree is large enough. All right, we'll see if he'll get on the hunt again. He's a little frightened there. If you notice when he flew over there, that guinea hen that's on the ground there, they're from Africa, that guinea hen had a go at him. They were kind of aggressive. And I think that kind of startled our owl, and he's a little off right now. Hopefully, he's looking at the guinea hens, but hopefully he'll get back in the hunting mood and start to listen for that clicking sound. Now, a wild barn owl learns to recognize the sounds that rodents make, and they listen for them. And he is on the hunt now. He's got his face pointed that way. He went right to it. Look at that. Right to it. And up to the upper perch there for us. What a gorgeous owl. The barn owl. You know, one of their nicknames, the monkey-faced owl. We'll see if he'll fly down here to me. Right here, guy. You come down here. Hello? You got a little frightened there. Right here, guy. There we go. You know, I live out in Davis County, and I see these birds frequently. In fact, the other night, about 11 o'clock, my wife informed me that we were out of milk. Well, at our house, we have to have milk for breakfast. So I had to go to the store. Well, I wasn't real happy about it, but I went. When I got to the store, the parking lot was deserted. I got out, and I heard a screeching sound. I immediately recognized it as a barn owl. I looked out. A barn owl came flying right across the parking lot, illuminated by the lights. All of a sudden, I was so glad we ran out of milk. It was so exciting to see that owl. What is it about wildlife that excites us so much? If you're like me, when you see a wild animal, you go home and tell someone about it. Wildlife is wonderful and certainly worth saving and protecting. Of course, every time I go to the store, you can bet that I always look for meadow golden milk, too. Okay, let's send our owl off stage. Here he goes. Just like a trained bird. The barn owl, okay. Our next bird, why, it's the largest owl in the world. It is a Eurasian eagle owl. We're going to have you turn your attention right out here, coming in right over your heads. Here comes the eagle owl. About a 4-foot wingspan on the eagle owl from Europe and Asia. Easily twice as large as the great horned owl that we saw earlier. Now, if you want to get a great photo as he flies to the perch here, be ready with your camera. Get him right before he lands here, right here. Here he is. And there you go. All right. Gotta be quick. We learned a lot about owls today. Silent flight, excellent hearing. But did you know they can't smell? Most birds can't smell. That's an advantage for large owls. Some species of large owls actually capture and eat skunks. A magnificent bird, the Eurasian eagle owl. Up to the wall you go, big guy. All right. And we'll send him off into the back. Away you go. All right. Well, our next bird, the largest hawk in North America. It's called a ferruginous hawk. It's in that box up there on the top of the hill. Makes it down here in about 8 seconds. From way up high, watch that box. Here comes the ferruginous hawk. Bad timing by our guinea hens. I don't think they're quite in view of the hawk. Now, when he leaves the box, if you want to count to see if he makes it here in 8 seconds, when you count a second, it's 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. A little slow today, but he did make it in 8 seconds. All right, the ferruginous hawk. We have him in Utah, similar to the red-tailed hawk. Often you see him soaring over the west deserts. Not as common as the red-tailed. Easy there, big guy. Easy there. Set him down right here, and that will set him off with Sean. All right. Thank you. We're going to show you another sulfur-crested cockatoo right now. Gidget, she's off the door. Let's open the door, let her fly. Gidget, show everyone what. We got to get the door open. There we go. Show everyone why it's so much fun to be a bird. Yeah. To be able to fly, wouldn't that be wonderful? Around she comes, and in for a gentle landing. Gidget, our sulfur-crested cockatoo. Our next bird, why, it's even larger than the ferruginous hawk that we just saw. In fact, it's even larger than the eagle owl. Right now, we're going to have you turn your attention up towards the Outback Adventure. And if you haven't visited the Outback Adventure, make sure you do before you leave the zoo. It's a lot of fun. We're going to demonstrate a golden eagle in flight coming in from right up there on that post. Here it comes, the golden eagle. He's getting ready. Here it is, on his way. Now, earlier in the show, we saw a female golden eagle. This is a male. In birds of prey, the male is a third smaller than the female. I mentioned they can live to be 40 years old. They mate for life. And not only stay together during the breeding season, but they stay together year-round and have a very strong pair bond. I see golden eagles perched together, even soaring together, even in the dead of winter. What a wonderful life it would be to be an eagle. You know, I would trade places with an eagle in a second. To be able to be an eagle, you can soar for 40 years. You know, pilots have seen these birds at 20,000 feet. They cover a lot of ground, and they never have to worry about a road map. The golden eagle, a beautiful bird. Let's set him down. Easy there, big guy. Right here. Get you loose. He's got a grip and a half, I'll tell you. We'll fly him right over here to Sean. All right. Or no, to Nick. Hey, all right. Thank you, Nick. Nick, thank you. All right. Well, we're going to show you the only other eagle we have here in North America. It is the bald eagle. The bald eagle, our eagle's name, Liberty. Liberty is here at the zoo because she was injured. You know, often birds are injured in the wild, and of course they can't survive in the wild. They bring them to the zoo. That's why she's here. Injured her wing. Landing on a power pole, she touched 2 wires and received a severe electrical shock. That's really sad that she was injured on a power pole. Not only are they dangerous because there's electricity in them, but often migrating birds don't see the wires and fly into them. It'd be like if you were heading down to work early in the morning on the freeway and someone stretched wires across the freeway. You wouldn't expect them to be there. Birds don't expect wires to be crossing this planet. They've been migrating around it for eons of time. You know, all of us at Utah's Hogle Zoo are concerned about what we're doing to our world. There's a whole list of things that are affecting wildlife. Highways, fences, power lines, chemicals. You know, we're dedicated to the preservation of our environment. Right now, we're going to show you the swiftest creature on the planet. It's a peregrine falcon. Now, they can dive at speeds of 200 miles an hour. The peregrine falcon and the bald eagle were both put on the endangered species list because of a chemical pesticide known as DDT. Well, today as our population grows, our demands on the environment just continue to increase. Already, half of the tropical rainforests of the world have been destroyed. And what's sad about that is that over half of all the birds and animals in the world live in the rainforest. Well, if you're like me, you enjoy being out in nature and seeing wildlife. Having a clean, healthy world, well, that only helps to make for a better quality of life for all of us. Humans, we're lucky. We're the only species that have the ability to do a better job, and we need to. For to lose any species to extinction, that's like losing a part of ourselves. We all need to take responsibility, practice conservation, make it a part of your daily routine. We were able to ban DDT. Today, over 6,000 peregrine falcons have been bred and returned back into the wild. And it appears, although it was a lot of work, it appears through our efforts, the bald eagle and the peregrine falcon have both made a full recovery. Isn't that wonderful news? But we need to remember that we haven't inherited this planet from our parents. What we're doing is borrowing it from our children. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. We'd like to introduce you to the people that made this show possible. Sean Smith. With the peregrine falcon, Nick Shaughnessy. And working very hard for us today, Nick Harris. As you exit the amphitheater, do notice our small donation box. The donation lets us know you enjoyed the show. And we'd also like to thank our volunteers today, Matt and Brandon, who have been helping us all summer long. Right over there in the purple shirt. Have a great day. We have one more show today. That'll be at 3 o'clock. We hope you'll join us. Bye-bye.